The Wisdom of Edgar Allan Poe. My birth and orphaning. I came into this melancholy world on a bleak January day in 1809 in the city of Boston. Before I could form a single memory, fate had already drawn its cruel design. My father vanished, and my dear mother perished when I was but 2. Thus began my life, an orphan adrift in a cold and a different world. The Allans and my restless youth. A wealthy merchant, John Allan, and his gentle wife, Frances, took me in, granting me a home among the genteel of Richmond, Virginia. Yet, though I bore their name, I was never truly one of them. Mr. Allan's stern temper and my own proud spirit were as oil and flame, forever sparking discord. The Scholar and the Debtor. In 1826, I entered the University of Virginia, eager to pursue knowledge and refinement. But my studies were soon overshadowed by poverty. Gambling debts mounted, and the meager funds Mr. Allan provided could not sustain me. Shame and desperation drove me to abandon my studies. A Soldier's Mask. In 1827, with no fortune and no family to claim me, I enlisted in the United States Army under the name Edgar A. Perry. I wore the uniform with discipline, yet my heart remained in letters, not arms. During that time, I published my first slender volume, Tamerlane and Other Poems, a whisper to the world that I lived. My Virginia, my muse. In 1836, I married my cousin, Virginia Clem, a tender soul, a mere 13 years of age. She was my comfort in a life of turmoil, my angel amid the storm. Her illness and eventual death from consumption in 1847 left my spirit hollow. Her loss echoes in every line of sorrow I've penned. The Raven and My Fall. In 1845, the raven flew from my pen and into the hearts of readers, a dark messenger that carried me to fame, yet not to fortune. The shadows within me deepened. I wrestled with poverty, illness, and despair, until in the autumn of 1849, death found me in Baltimore, as mysterious in its arrival as the tales I once wrote. The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket from 1838. Edgar Allan Poe's only novel, a tale that begins as a seafaring adventure and ends in cosmic mystery. Young Pym stows away on a whaling ship, surviving mutiny, shipwreck, and cannibalism before journeying toward the uncharted Antarctic. The story closes with a vision of a vast white figure, an ending that feels more like a revelation than a resolution. Poe drew inspiration from real polar expeditions and maritime disasters, blending fact with nightmare. Beneath his adventure lies a meditation on the limits of reason and the terror of the unknown. The shifting tone and fragmented editor's notes make the novel feel unearthed rather than written, blurring the line between fiction and found document. Over the years, Pym has gathered an aura of occult mystery. Some see it as a key to Hollow Earth legends, others as a symbolic descent into death or transcendence. Its influence reached Jules Verne and H.P. Lovecraft, who carried forward its sense of awe and dread. Even now, Pym remains an unfinished map, leading readers ever southward into the white void at the world's edge. The Telltale Heart from 1843. This is one of Edgar Allan Poe's most haunting short stories, a chilling monologue of guilt, madness, and obsession. The unnamed narrator insists on his sanity, even as he describes murdering an old man simply because of his vulture eye. After dismembering the body and hiding it beneath the floorboards, he is tormented by the imagined sound of the victim's beating heart, a pulse that grows louder until it drives him to confession. Poe crafted the story as a study of psychological horror rather than external terror. Every detail, the rhythm of the prose, the repetition, the heartbeat, mirrors the narrator's unraveling mind. The tale blurs the line between reality and hallucination, transforming guilt into a living, audible force. It's a perfect example of Poe's fascination with the human psyche's dark machinery and his mastery of unreliable narration. Over time, The Telltale Heart has become both a Gothic classic and a psychological riddle. Some read it as a portrait of conscience made monstrous, others as a descent into pure delusion. Its influence stretches through literature, film, and psychology, echoing in studies of paranoia and the unconscious. Like the phantom heartbeat itself, Poe's story endures, a pulse beneath the floorboards of the human mind. The Raven from 1845. This is Edgar Allan Poe's most famous poem, a dark, musical descent into grief and madness. On a stormy midnight, a grieving man mourning his lost love, Lenore, is visited by a mysterious raven that perches upon his chamber door. When the speaker questions the bird about reunion in the afterlife, it answers only one word, nevermore, a refrain that transforms from curiosity to doom as the poem spirals toward despair. Poe wrote The Raven with deliberate precision, blending sound, rhythm, and symbol to create an atmosphere of hypnotic melancholy. The poem fuses Gothic imagery with psychological intensity. The bird becomes both messenger and mirror of the narrator's own torment. Its structure, the rolling trochaic meter, the eerie internal rhyme, gives the poem a chant-like inevitability, as if the words themselves are haunted. Over the years, the raven has become a symbol of eternal mourning and the inescapability of memory. Some interpret the bird as a supernatural omen, others see it as the embodiment of the narrator's grief, given voice. Its influence is vast, echoing through music, art, and popular culture. Like the shadow it casts over the poet's chamber floor, the raven endures, dark, musical, and forever whispering, nevermore. The Best of Edgar Allan Poe, 15 Reflections on Life, Love, and Death. Those who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. Words have no power to impress the mind without the exquisite horror of the reality. Never to suffer would never to have been blessed. Believe nothing you hear and only one half that you see. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. I was never really insane, except upon occasions when my heart was touched. There is no exquisite beauty without some strangeness in the proportion. Sleep, those little slices of death, how I loathe them. Years of love have been forgot in the hatred of a minute. I have no faith in human perfectibility. I think that human exertion will have no appreciable effect upon humanity. Man is now only more active, not more happy, nor more wise than he was 6,000 years ago. I intend to put up with nothing that I can put down. The scariest monsters are the ones that lurk within our souls. All suffering originates from craving, from attachment, from desire. Actually, I do have doubts, all the time. Any thinking person does. There are so many sides to every question. To observe attentively is to remember distinctly. Thank you for watching. And there you have it, the haunting, beautiful and tragic world of Edgar Allan Poe, a man who turned darkness into poetry and sorrow into art. His words still echo through time, whispering to us from the shadows, reminding us that beauty can be found even in despair. Thank you again for watching and for walking with me through the melancholy genius of Edgar Allan Poe. If you enjoyed this journey into Gothic literature, leave a like, drop a comment sharing your favorite Poe story or quote, and share this video with other lovers of classic literature. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss my next dive into the minds that shaped our history. Until next time, may your dreams be strange, your thoughts deep, and your imagination unbound. And to quote the raven, nevermore. Bye!